Hello everyone, we are from Group 6 and we are going to present about the Ritz Carlton Hong Kong. My name is Kulakorn Prasomkit and my student ID is 61301111010. For the first part, I will talking about the background information about the Ritz Carlton Hotel Company. In 1983, the Ritz Carlton Hotel Company was formed by Colgate Homes. The company began to expand new properties across the United States within 2 years. The following year, they opened their hotel in Asia, the Ritz-Carlton Hong Kong. They offering 312 rooms. It occupies the 102nd to 118th floors of Sun Hang Kai Properties owned International Commerce Center. The hotel features both a bar and pool, which are the highest bar and swimming pool in the world.
My name is Sawit Saejea. And the next one, I will talk about the SWOT analysis of the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. The first part of the SWOT analysis is the strength. The strength of the Ritz-Carlton Hotel is the location of the Ritz-Carlton are designed based on research from the customer who prefer to the luxury accommodation and they would to stay. They not negotiate anymore about the price of the property, and they want to ensure only they can get the best option to their preferred location. And the second stage is the Ritz-Carlton believe in the philosophy that ladies and gentlemen can serve the lady and gentlemen. It means that they touch in their employee section procedure and training offered to the employee to follow the core principle. They can ensure the service level of the hotel is a very uniqueness. And the last stage of the Ritz-Carlton is the guest feedback system of the Ritz-Carlton property is so very strong. In addition to the feedback provided by the guest, the hotel also tracking the guest behavior on a regular basis. On each guest, the data that they receive from the guest is used to offer the highly personalized service to the guest. And the second one of the SWOT analysis is the weakness. The first weakness of the Ritz-Carlton is they have the main customer born in the millennial generation, and the millennial people is away live in the luxury house in their daily lives, and so little things like a free Wi-Fi or comfortable sleeping area are hardly to be compared to the luxury that they away get from their daily life. This situation giving the customer luxury would be a challenge of the hotel. Would be the challenge of the hotel that they can provide the high service, the high luxury more than guest expects. And the second weakness of the Ritz-Carlton is the customer demand. In each culture may have the different definition of the luxury, and it is almost impossible for the hotel chain like Ritz-Carlton, which have operation around the world. They can understanding each group of the customer. And the last one is the competition rate increase in the luxury hotel category. The only way to make a difference from the hotel is the guest experience. These experience are individually defined. The difficulty of the delivery personalized experience according to the multiple location is one of the brand main weakness. And for the third part of the SWOT analysis is the opportunity. The first opportunity of the Ritz-Carlton is after the protest improved, the Ritz-Carlton Hong Kong had the opportunity to raising the level of the safety to build a customer trust in their hotel and open their mind to open up the opportunity for the hotel to drive the business first. And another opportunity is the increasing rate of the demand of the famous hotel is expected to increase over the next 2 decades. Even a secondary city, this could result in expansion plan for the Ritz-Carlton. And the last one of the SWOT analysis is threats. The threat of the Ritz-Carlton is the economic driving slowdown due to the influence of the protests. It causing no tourists to enter the country, and the hotel business is slowly as well. The hotel need to rely on opportunities from the tourists in economic recovery, ensuring better safety for the tourists. Although it can build the trust with tourists once again, but it's quite time consuming that will make the economy recover be better than nowadays.
My name is Yihang Li. I will talk about immediate issues and problems of the Ritz-Carlton Hong Kong Hotel. The first one is protests of Hong Kong residents causing the economy to be recession state. Because of the protests in Hong Kong, many countries have issued different levels of tourism reminder. A large number of Hong Kong cargo charter flights and the local flights have been cancelled. The Hong Kong airport and many airlines lost as much as 100 million Hong Kong dollars a day. In 2018, the hotel occupancy rate averaged over 90%, and in 2019, it dropped to 30% to 40%, and some 5-star hotels, such as the Ritz-Carlton Hong Kong, they in order to enable customers to stay smoothly and safety, so the hotel decided to the lowest price per night is reduced by 50%. Although the price decline was smaller than other hotels, hotel revenue was still down 50% compared to previous years in the same period. And second one is because the hotel location near the protest location, the protester could harm the hotel guests physically and mentally.
Hello, my name is Jirawat Ketbang. I will talk about solution and recommendation. Economic low occupancy. Tourism is the main economic sector of Hong Kong, but it suffers from protests because the protests lasted a long time and became more and more violent. The number of tourists to decrease because tourists are worried about safety. As a result, the tourism industry and hotels face the most problems. Tourism is Hong Kong's main income. When the tourism industry is in trouble, it also causing problems for the hotel business. The number of bookings has decreased, which is expected to cause the hotel to lose more than 50% of revenue. Solution: the hotel has to lower their price to attract more tourists, add more special promotion and package, launching a membership program where guests can get many privileges if they come to stay at the hotel for their next stay. Promotion for long-term room rental but cheap price, and special promotion for buffet or dinner. Safety procedure. The hotel is directly affected by the protests as they took place near the hotel. Solution: inform guests of the date, time, and location of the protest in advance. Advise guests of the place that is not affected by the protest. Add more security and hotel staff to protect the hotel vicinity, and add shuttle service for tourists who book a hotel room from the airport to the hotel.
My name is Thanapat Watcharakorn. For control and monitor of the implemented solution, Ritz-Carlton is a 5-star brand hotel, so they have everything that make them a luxury brand, whether it is the brand integrity or consistency of quality of service, and the ensuring the safety and privacy of the guests. During the protest, the security of the hotel must be at a maximum level, and that will not disturb the guests' stay. During the protest, the hotel must keep a close monitoring on the situation to learn more about the protest, so the hotel can have a gist of the situation to tell their guests, so they would be aware of what to encounter if they decide to go outside the hotel. And if the guests decide to go out, the hotel should ask when they will come back, because if they didn't return by the time they tell the hotel will check on their whereabouts. Not only that, the hotel will have more security to prove beneficial on guests' safety during the protest, whether it is during their stay or on their way from the airport to the hotel. For the monitoring, the hotel must closely follow the news about protests in real time, so that they could inform the guests of the situation routinely. And if the worst case has occurred, they can report to the guests as soon as possible. And the hotel can decide to go into a lockdown state if the protester or police are in the hotel area. For the security, the hotel will provide the transportation for the guests from the airport to ensure their safety. And the hotel will occasionally check up on the guest status, whether they are still safe on their way to the hotel or not. And for the checkup, the key card the guests have will also act as a record for the time they go out and come in the hotel. They will have to input the time they are likely to come back to the hotel on the system. If they do not come back by the time, the hotel will check on them whether they will need the hotel assistance for coming back to the hotel or not. Next is the method used for determining the recommendations are working. The Ritz-Carlton will use budget to create a system for the key card to record the time guests go in and go out of the hotel, to keep track of whether they are arriving on time or not. Next is a meeting. The hotel will have a weekly meeting for staff to report the finding of the result, and the hotel will change and adjust the plan according to what the staff finds. Next is checkup. The hotel will ask the guests directly about their feeling of the security and safety that the hotel provided to them. The Ritz-Carlton Hotel Company was founded in 1983. During the following years, after the forming, the Ritz-Carlton has opened the first hotel in Asia, which is the Ritz-Carlton Hong Kong, which is located in Sung Hung Kai property owned at the International Commerce Center in March 2011. The strength of the Ritz-Carlton Hong Kong is the location, their service level, and the guest feedback system. For the weaknesses is the luxury guests, the competition, and the guest experience. For the opportunity is the level of the safety and the demand in the market. And lastly, for the threat is the protest that is occurring in the Hong Kong. The issue and problem is the protest in the Hong Kong that is causing the economy to be in a down state, and this protest could also harm the hotel case physically and mentally. The solution and recommendation for this is for the economic, which will cause the low occupancy for the hotel. The hotel will offer the lower price and promotion for the guests and attract more tourists. And for the safety, the hotel will implement a plan to and for the guests to follow and for the hotel to follow as well, such as informing the guests of the date and time of the protest, on advice for the safe place, and adding more securities. For controlling and monitoring, the hotel will strictly follow the situation, the monitoring part, so that they will have a gist of the situation of what is happening. And they will have more security for the guests during the transportation and during the stay. And lastly, is checking up on guests if they go out of the hotel, so that the hotel will know their status and if they need the assist from the hotel for coming back or not. And for the method used for determining the recommendation, if it is working, the hotel use a budget to create a system for the key card, to record the time and the meeting, to learn more about the finding from the staff so that they could adjust, and checking up on guests about the feeling of the services provided by the hotel.